This is the tale of Thorgrim Grudgebearer, the High King of the Dwarfs. It might come as a surprise to you that Thorgrim Grudgebearer, like all dwarfs, remembers every slight against him and his people, no matter what it may be, almost as if he bears grudges. But enough of that poppycock. This story has little to do with grudges. It instead centers around Thorgrim's desire to seek revenge against Belgar Ironhammer because he once said his beard was tight as fuck, while Thorgrim's beard was scraggly and weak like a prepubescent halfling's. Such a transgression cannot be tolerated in dwarf society, so after years passed and the High King finally got some free time, he gathered his best and most trusted soldiers and formed a revenge force. Once the men were ready, Thorgrim began marching them westward toward a recently recovered Clan Angren. Apparently they were recently beat down by an itty-bitty teeny-weeny goblin warband. This was going to be a cakewalk. Oh look, greenskins. These foul orcs were not itty-bitty tiny-whiny. These were savage orcs, led by the great green prophet himself, Wurzag. Luckily, this wasn't Thorgrim's first rodeo. He knew that orcs were weak on preparation, and if he positioned himself and waited, the scum would definitely come to him. Oh look, they're waiting. Such a development was certainly unprecedented, but not necessarily problematic, as Thorgrim's men were elite and undefeated in combat. They lost. Thorgrim returned to Karazakarak, furious in a way that made even the eldest of Longbeards uneasy. Wurzag's name was quickly scribbled into the Damaz Kron. He'd be the first to pay. It takes a savage to fight a savage. Thorgrim sent a courier to Karak Kadrin, asking for Ungrim Ironfist to bring his strongest slayers. Within weeks, Ungrim arrived. Thorgrim filled him in on the situation, but told Ungrim he wouldn't face the so-called prophet alone. Thorgrim gathered his second best and well-trusted soldiers, and he and Ungrim marched together, ready to settle this new revenge. They marched into the Badlands, bringing wrath of unfathomable quantities with them. The green-skinned bastards would pay. Oh look, Malagor. Thorgrim and Ungrim really just wanted the beastmen out of the way, so they charged in with reckless abandon and easily dispatched of themselves because they lost the battle. The High King and the Slayer King walked home in shame. Ungrim's description of the battle, when they got back to Karazakarak, was as follows. Fuck those fucking savages. I ought to, redacted, with my, redacted, until the whole lot of them give birth to, redacted. I genuinely have no idea what words or phrases could possibly be so bad that even dwarfs would refuse to record them, but during this rant, even Thorgrim was said to have been trying to calm the Slayer King down. After gathering themselves and updating the Damazkron, Thorgrim called upon his third best and kind of trustworthy soldiers, while Ungrim patched up what remained of his slayers. They brought along some dwarf rangers and began tracking the Dark Omen. It didn't take them long to get lost. Fortunately, with experienced rangers in their party, they got attacked by a forest dragon in the Badlands. The stout warriors fought with honor. They lost again. Thorgrim sounded the retreat, saying, "It ain't cowardly if no one's watching." The terrible luck of the situation was that the dragon cut off their retreat. There was no escape. Then they heard it. A distant sound. Marching. Shouting. Pouring over a nearby hilltop was none other than the legendary White Dwarf himself, Grombrindal, leading an army of simple miners. The beast lunged at the new prey, or so it thought they were new prey. The beast was slain. Grombrindal approached the others and asked, without an accent because we can't do those,
"Need any more grudges settled?"
Revenges. And yes, we could use some help taking down Malagor, Wurzag, and Belgar Ironhammer.
Belgar? Hate that guy. He once called my beard a glorified face wig.
Will you help or not?
Sounds good. I'm in. But we'll need more than miners, I think. We only need miners to take care of this bitch.
Insult my beard, piece of shit. Take my axe up your ass, motherfucker. 3 grudges removed from the Damazkron. Not a bad week. Ungrim returned to the Slayer Keep, Thorgrim to Karazakarak, and Grombrandal simply disappeared when no one was watching. All was quiet in the realm of the dwarfs, at least for now. I can't believe that just happened. It's no matter. My clan will not suffer the shame. I will return this grudge to that half-wit High King, Thorgrim Grudgebearer, tenfold! And that filthy Urk Skarsnik? He'll bleed for shaming my clan and daring to occupy the Queen of the Silver Depths. No one will be able to stand in the way of my wrath. No one! Please stop doing that. Mulligor!
Boots and pants, boots and pants, boots and pants, boots and